Hi guys, I'm going to do number 10 and 11 from the review packet for tomorrow since those are the more difficult ones. If you have questions on the other graphing, there's some videos you can watch about graphing in Intercept Form, Standard Form, and Vertex Form in our folder. So number 10, a ball is thrown in the air. The path of the ball is represented by the equation h is equal to negative t times t minus 8. It says graph the path of the ball. You need to decide what form are we in. Hopefully you're thinking right now in your head intercept form. When we do intercept form, we find our x-intercepts first by setting each vector equal to 0 and solving for the variable. So t is equal to 0 here. And if t minus 8 is equal to 0, t is equal to 8. I'm going to plot those now. So 0, time in seconds, notice that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right here. Next I want to find my axis of symmetry. I'm going to add 8 plus 0 together and then divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I'm going to plot my axis of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make as straight a dotted line as I can. Next I'm going to, that dotted line's not looking very good. There we go. I need to find my vertex. Am I going to have a maximum or minimum point? You need to be thinking about that. And because a is equal to negative 1, you know that it's going to open down and you're going to have a maximum point. So I'm going to plug 4 into my equation. That h is equal to negative 4 times 4 minus 8. And truly I should have put parentheses around that like I've taught you. So I look at this and I have negative 4 times negative 4. This gives me h is equal to a positive 16. So my vertex is at 4, 16. So I'm going to go up 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now I have the path of the ball. Now it's going to ask, when will the ball land? Well, the ball will land when the height is equal to 0. So that's one of our x-intercepts. It is not going to be here. This is where the ball begins. It is going to be right here at this x-intercept. So the ball will land after 8 seconds. Sorry, that's too blurry. 8 seconds. And then it says, what is the maximum height of the ball? And that's right there at our vertex. And the maximum height of the ball is at 16 feet. Pause this, rewatch it again if you have any questions. Write down specific questions for me. I can try to quick answer on Monday if you didn't understand this. I'm going to move on to number 11. Number 11, a small rocket is launched where the height of the rocket is represented by h in feet and t after t seconds. The path of the rocket is given by the equation h is equal to negative 16t squared plus 128t. There is no graphing here, but you can imagine what it will look like. It's going to be a parabola opening down. Oops. What is the maximum height of the rocket reaches? Okay, so we should hopefully know by now, and if you don't, learn it at this moment, that we know that the maximum or the minimum height comes from the vertex. So we need to find that vertex. So we are in standard form. We're going to get that axis of symmetry, the opposite of b, negative 128 over 2a, 2 times negative 16. When I type this in my calculator, I should get x is equal to 4. I'm now going to plug 4 into my formula, negative 16 times 4 squared plus 128 times 4. And when I calculate that out, I get 256. My vertex then is 4, 256. What this means is after 4 seconds, I reach my maximum height. I peak at 256 feet. Now it says after 2 seconds, how high is the rocket in the air? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 seconds and I'm going to plug it in. H is equal to negative 16 2 squared plus 128 times 2. And I'm going to plug that in my calculator. and I get 192 feet. Now it says, after how high is the rocket in the air? It says, is the rocket going up or down at this moment? Well, we know we're at 2 seconds, and it takes 4 seconds to get to the maximum height. So if I was looking at this little graph I made over here, I'd see that 2 seconds, I'm still on my way up to the maximum height. I do the same process in part C, except for I plug 6 in. So negative 16 times 6 squared plus 128 times 6. So I'm going to quick re-enter that in my calculator. And I get 192 again. Now the difference is now if I look over here, after 4 seconds I reach my peak. 2 more seconds later, the one before was 2 seconds before. So 2 to 4, now to 6. Whoops, I don't know what just happened. There we go. I'm at 192 feet. I'm on my way down. And then I am going to challenge you to try this question right here on your own. You won't be tested on it, but I do expect you to try it. Do you think the rocket is traveling faster from 0 to 1 seconds or 3 to 4 seconds? Explain your answer. And I will be making sure to look for that when I collect your review. Now I want you to make sure you check your review key, write down any questions that you have, and let me know if there's anything that needs to be done. If you need help graphing, there is a video on just basic graphing in our folder. So look in our chapter 4.1, 4.2, 4.9 folder. Thanks, guys, and have a great weekend.